second city, but first in every team. Champion town, got trophies and them rings. Bulls on tap, we coming for everything. Tap sports, we coming for everything. It's apparent, nobody talking better than Melissa and Derek. They hate to compare it. Us and women's placed in the marriage, forever we cherish. Got opinions on the Bulls, who better to share it? I know you wish you can be cool as we foolishly and never be number one against our legends 2 and 3. Don't act like y'all don't know who you hear, who you see. Bulls on tap sports. Y'all know who we be, for real, word.
What's up, Bulls Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Bulls on Tap podcast, presented by One Tap Sports Nation. I'm your host, Derek, and as always, I'm here rocking for my co-host, Miss Melissa. Missy, what's up?
Hello, everybody. What a beautiful day.
What a beautiful day to be a cursed franchise.
Yeah,
Pope
like
Leo 14, he didn't save us. The Bulls stay at 12 in the NBA draft. The Mavericks, who had the same record as us, who won a coin flip for the tiebreaker, get the number 1 pick in Cooper Flag.
like I was saying, I just like to troll a little bit here and there. I like to have fake optimism with the number 1 pick. Really didn't think we were gonna get the number 1 pick. I would have loved it, hey, but 1 through 4 would have been cool. But for me, it is who got the number 1 pick, and it's Dallas. And that's why I'm so upset, because you hate to blame stuff on things that are out of your control, like when people blame refs for losing games and so forth. But this is it's rigged. You can't tell me this is not rigged. You cannot tell me this is not rigged.
Shout out to Sanity. Says, well, the Pope had our backs, but I ain't Catholic. Hey. This is like the worst GM that's worse even than our front office.
But really, is he though? Is he though?
He trades Luka and gets the first pick.
Is he the worst? Did he know this whole time? Is he really the worst?
Chris said he knew all along.
Exactly. Maybe he. That's what I'm saying. I can't. I'm not like a conspiracy theorist, but at this point, Lakers get everything. You trade a star to the Lakers, and you get a deal. Like Mavs got themselves a deal. Maybe Nico did no. I can't even talk. I'm low-key so irritated. I don't even want to come on here. So I'm it's like that angry when a woman starts laughing a lot, you're in trouble. For anybody that has a lady in your life, if she starts just laughing and can't stop laughing, she might have reached that point.
Chris says, why you think he wasn't tripping it and had that stupid look on his face? Yeah. So, fuck LeBron James. That's where I'm going with it. He orchestrated all of this.
I like his tweet about it, that those laughing emojis, like he didn't actually know, but
he called Adam Silver and said, offer them the first pick so they give us Luka. That's what happened.
Honestly, man, the Bulls, the NBA is so much better when the Bulls are fun. And I'm not just saying that because obviously we're diehard Bulls fans, but we're a huge market. if we're gonna be rigging things
In Chicago?
yes, in Chicago, can we rig in favor of us? Like, it's good for the game, it's good for entertainment. I know I shouldn't be touching too much on like rigging things, but I mean, if we're gonna do it, hello, we're right here.
I want to know who flipped the coin. Who was the person that actually flipped the coin?
No. Anyways,
we need to find out who it was and have Benny the Bull go beat his ass. That's where I'm at with it.
I can't even.
It says LeBron had a no trade clause. He would be in a Mavs jersey, and Mavs fans would be over it at this point. Yeah, because he would have to take his son with him. What's up, Daniel? It's not a happy Monday, man.
Smiling through the tears. But thank you guys. Thank all you guys for joining us. We appreciate you so much.
Don't need that top pick. We riding with Giddy, AK probably. A local Bulls fan. That makes sense. Adam Silver was a Knicks fan, so he's getting back at the Bulls.
That's definitely been one of the conspiracy theories, and you know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if that were true. That's what we're upset about. What Well's talking about.
Yeah.
Like
a literal coin flip.
Yeah. And we had the exact same record, dude. Like
so, you know, that whole they should have tanked. Really didn't matter.
Oh yeah, no.
Unless we maybe lost one more game. So we would have had that 11 best odds. It would have been a coin flip. But you see the teams that had the best chance at number one, none of them got number one.
Gee, I just hate the Dallas. I just hate that Dallas got first pick. That's all.
Movement says Derek Queen, ISO mid-range fadeaway in a Bulls shirt. I see the vision. Yeah, man. So
I don't think he's gonna drop to 12.
I think it's possible.
You think so?
I think.
I don't know. I don't think it's likely.
Either Queen drops, Malawach drops.
I feel like we don't have a chance at either of those two. I feel like neither of them are going to drop to 12. You know what? We got Matas.
It's what those we do. Or Noah or Azanuel, I think would be our pick. Just based on other teams that are in front of us and their needs, I think it's possible one of them could drop.
I do not. I got no hope on those things happening. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I need to look at the order to like really figure that out. It's possible. I mean, we should be able to get a decent player with size.
That's that's what we need. You know, we're gonna end up drafting another guard. At this point, I know I've said it before, but at this point, I'd be okay with like any player that is solid, but highly prefer a big for obvious reasons.
Yeah. 70 says he blames Duke for that stupid tweet.
Dude, that gave me a little bit of hope. I'm like, is it true? Do we have a chance? Duke like added the Bulls a couple of times, or they said something about no. They tweeted draft day in Chicago, and obviously it's here, but it just I don't know. That felt like it was geared towards us. Aside from what they replied to on the Bulls tweet about drafting somebody from Duke.
Ufma says, I hear you, Melissa, but teams don't really need a center like that. Miles Turner, free agent, and Mark Williams will be traded. We stand a chance at Queen.
I mean, I hope you guys are right more than anything. I would love to be wrong, and you'll rarely hear me say that. But I would love to be wrong.
Uma says AK doesn't know solid, Melissa. He seems to like the type who drinks his ice cream when it melts. Smitty says a big no thanks. We're riding with Giddy at center.
Huh?
Billy Donovan.
Oh, that's gold.
Okay, so the Mavericks have won. Spurs 2, Philly 3, Charlotte 4. The top four is kind of pretty much set. No Flag, Bailey, Harper. Utah at 5. They don't need a center. The Wizards don't really need a center. New Orleans.
Pardon me.
Brooklyn at 8. Toronto at 9. Probably. Houston doesn't need a center. And I don't think the Trailblazers need a center. So I think there's a chance that somebody falls.
I think the wave is to be like pessimistic from here going forward.
Hey, we got Modest last year. He fell to 11, so it's possible. We got to hold on to some hope, right?
Yep. Dude, I'm in such a bad mood. I can't even fake.
AK the type of guy to walk into a funeral and ask for the birthday girl.
Usman is on one today.
DJ Yanni said he just came here to cry.
Cry with us, because I barely said like 5 words today because I'm just.
Bright side. NBA on NBC announced Michael Jordan as a special contributor.
Whatever that gave me hope today. That gave me unnecessary hope today. The Pope, sorry God, gave me unnecessary like, yeah. See, this is why I think it'd be better if I just like don't believe. No, I'm not talking about you, God. I'm talking about... I even wore my Derrick Rose shirt today. I gotta reel it in because I'm saying too many things. I'm going to be saying too many things that are just so negative.
I'm like, I wore the city edition shit to like Chicago getting number 1. Yeah.
Rip off.
So yeah, I'm not sure what exactly his special contributor means. Yeah. Maybe he's just doing like voiceovers for video packages, because I don't know if they're going to give Michael Jordan a live mic to talk about the actual game.
That's what I was saying. Like, I would love for that. Like, MJ, he knows how to speak, but like, I would love to hear the crap talking. That would be wild. He would be on one. Like, the way the NBA is now and the way the game is played now, you would just hear him going crazy. That's what I would love to, but that's not going to happen. I'm just trying to figure out how they even struck a deal like that. Like, that's unheard of. I would have never guessed that would ever happen.
Somebody on Twitter has suggested it was going to be a betting segment.
I'm not going to laugh at that.
I am. Because parlays with MJ.
That's not funny. MJ can do no wrong.
Opus says Acme can take my free will, but they can never take my belief. If Lonzo can stay healthy and we can get Queen, this is a good team. Oofman, you have a strong belief because
I appreciate
I'm
that.
not betting on Lonzo being healthy.
I
Like
appreciate that.
for a whole 82 games.
I almost feel like he's kind of half being sarcastic, but I can't tell. But I need more of that because that was stripped from me. All that positivity and optimism has left my body like the last year and a half. I love that.
I mean, hey, if we get Malawatch or somebody drops from Duke, their tweet still applies technically.
You
It's
know,
just
like
not the guy we were hoping for.
right. I wasn't truly expecting Flag. I think that would have been amazing, but I wasn't truly expecting him. Again, like most of my irritation and frustration is where he actually landed and the terms by which they got first and how it actually could have been us. But yeah, like what's it's important to note or think about like what is going to happen going forward no matter what we draft. Like, okay, so now we got to think about like the development team and no Peter Patton. Yeah, maybe he wasn't as good as we believe him to be, but from everything I saw online and from stats, like I thought he proved to be effective. So I mean, there's that part too. We're a rebuilding team, like all the things that we should be mad at, and I can still be mad at, like a team that's like rebuilding, and like we're gonna go back a year ago and talk about this OKC crap that like we never even asked for a pick, like on a rebuild. We're a rebuilding team, and what do rebuilding teams need? But that's in the past. So we're trying to talk about what we can do going forward. And hopefully they get somebody, a good team to develop whoever it is that we draft and Matas and whoever we have left on the team. Maybe we'll have the entire team left. Maybe there will be no changes. Maybe there will be, but what's the plan going forward with whoever we end up drafting? Can we develop whatever talent we get? And with one of our longest tenured coaches in the NBA, Billy Donovan, will he still have a seat? I feel like I need to get off this podcast soon because my skin is crawling.
You know he's going to have a seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter Patton's gone. Yeah, maybe it wasn't all on Peter Patton. Maybe, Wes Unseld Jr. and the other assistant coach we got, they could have played parts of it. That they're pretty good at development. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to be in the same damn position next year is what I feel. It's going to be a similar record play-in. It's just not changing. The funny thing with OKC is like they were real close to being in the top 4.
I know.
Lucky for the Sixers, the Wizards failed to 6, and that saved them. Uthman says Zion in Chicago tonight. Portillo's catering night.
Uthman, can we get you as a guest on the pod because you are so funny. Every single episode, I swear he's like on one every time.
Jason, yeah. At least we get to see MJ on TV next season.
Yep.
That was the only bright spot of today.
Jay is a fellow MJ stan. Big fan.
Sammy says, Uthman, we need you live, dog.
For real. You too. You need to come on here too. Please break it up. Break us up because we're a little like See, we're a little negative right now. We need to break it up. I don't have it in me right now.
All right, so it's a possibility somebody falls to us at 12. It's pretty decent draft in regards to big men. Need to know what we're going to do with Kobe. There's still a possibility. Hey, maybe they move him. Maybe they don't. That'll be a big direction of how they choose to go if they decide to keep Kobe and they're rolling with Kobe and Giddy as the backcourt, or maybe they move Kobe.
Yeah.
Getting more defense for the backcourt, maybe. Because we definitely need defense. We need size.
We need size and defense. Yep.
Do they go out and make a trade for Zion? Do they bring in somebody make a trade for Sabonis? Like there are plenty of questions that still need to be addressed over the offseason.
I didn't want to come on live like right after this. I'm in just a very bad mood. Everything I'm going to say is all negative. Because what I feel like nothing's going to change. I feel like nothing is going to happen. There will be no moves made. There will be no such negotiations. I don't think anybody in this entire league takes AK seriously. I don't even think he knows how to ask in the first place. I don't think anybody will answer his phone calls based off of like all the failed trade talks and negotiations and deals and the things that he was asking for and said no to. And we end up with a lot less value than we should have had we made moves earlier.
Listen, like AK is taking trade phone calls from a corded phone with the older rotary dialer. What, you want to give us a pick? No.
Thank you. What are we gonna do with the pick? You guys can have it. We're okay.
It says one day when I get a new laptop, but I'm more optimistic than my comments appear.
You're pretty optimistic. I remember being like you. Shout out you.
Oh yeah, then we got the Giannis saga where he's not coming here, but Jay says positive note is almost guaranteed we don't have to deal with Giannis anymore because the Spurs are definitely going to trade the second pick for him.
Amity's comments.
AK is the uncle who's trying to pack his Tupperware at the cookout just started.
That's so true. He'd just be on the way out with his Tupperware. Deuces.
Melissa's probably 100% correct. It's like the text from your ex when you're in a good relationship. That's how GMs view AK.
Yeah, like there's no way that anybody can take him seriously based on how he's conducted business over the last few years. For real. I can't see it.
AK doesn't take himself serious. He takes nothing about this job serious. The only thing he takes serious is his gym schedules to work out. And does he really take that serious? Because that motherfucker doesn't look like he really be in the gym. What does he take serious in life? That's what I want to know. Local Bulls fans, these teams need to be better so we can accidentally get AJ Manson. I don't have hope. I don't have hope. These teams suck, and they still don't get the top pick. People with the same record as us somehow get the top pick. The system is flawed. Uthman says no amount of triple doubles will make me believe we didn't deserve a pick in that Caruso trade. Facts.
Exactly. And that's what people don't know. A lot of people just don't understand. Like when those like Giddy Caruso talks get brought up and we talk about Giddy's performance this year. And I mean, look at AC in the playoffs, but it's the main point is like the picks. Like, why are people not understanding that? We got no picks from a team that had 7,122 picks. And we got 0.
Uthman says AK is the first Lithuanian gangster I've seen do Pilates. I haven't seen him do anything.
What even does he do?
He just lurks in the cellars of the UC. That's
The most I've seen him active is like when Zach got that max contract. At least from like social media side. That was like the most I've seen from him other than like the pressers.
Somebody says we don't need hope. We got patience. Patience is running thin for a lot of people in Bulls Nation.
Those City Connect jerseys, though.
So does that mean that the Bulls are going to have like a White Sox inspired color for next season's City Edition?
I don't know. Give us things to look forward to. We got MJ as whatever he's going to be, whatever role he's going to be in, and City Connect jerseys. Is Derrick Rose, is his number being retired next year?
Yeah.
This upcoming year? Okay, we got that. We got that to bring in some sales.
Oh, we've got Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Which will probably be the jersey retirement.
Do you think they would probably be? I feel like they would do 2 separate events for that.
Maybe. I mean,
that's cash. Only suckers would go to both. And complain about it. About Jerry making money and why aren't any changes being made, and guilty. For anybody that's listening, I'm pointing at myself.
Oopum says, at least Palinka got hair transplant. What does AK do with Reinsdorf's piggy bank? We don't know. He probably burns it like the Joker in the Dark Knight. It's not about the money. It's about patience. So, yeah. So, more questions still to be answered. Do the Bulls try to get Zion? Do they trade for Sabonis? Where is Kobe staying? How much is Giddey getting paid? Find out the next time.
Giddey's going to get that 30.
Can the Bulls somehow get rid of Patrick Williams?
No.
Yeah, Simi, let's ruin that man even further by giving him your food list.
He probably already has one.
He's already researched.
You know, he already follows Keith Lee on his trip to Chicago.
Zion looks like he has a notebook full of the best places in every city he travels to eat at.
Man, he's just like me.
Yeah, so June 25th is the first day of the NBA draft, and when we will actually know who the Bulls are going to pick. If they keep the pick, maybe they trade it. I wouldn't put it past AK to do some dumb shit by trading the pick and getting Zion.
See, like I feel so bad being on these because I just have been very negative, especially towards the end of the year. Like I've been excited about that little, great streak of play we had as like a young team. Those are things to look forward to. The end result, not great, but at least they were giving us something fun to watch. But I feel like I'm just so negative. It's so bad. I just feel like nothing's going to change until things at the top change. I don't feel like there's probably not going to be too many big changes. I'm not going to say all that, but hopefully, hopefully something else happens or some kind of changes. Yeah, what Jay said.
Sky, the closest thing got to Chicago basketball in June in almost 30 years.
Are you going to that game, Jay? By the way, those tickets are still super high. I tried to look. He's talking about the Fever game, the Sky versus Fever at the UC. Tickets are crazy, but yeah, that's very sad but true.
Yeah, your boys, he says we cooked
with a capital T at the end. Deep fried.
No, man, we just need a little bit more patience. We're not well done yet.
Yeah. Yep. Just give
Can't
us
have
a
more
whole
patience to be well done. So
give us a whole roster. We just give us a whole roster of role players, right? That's what we need. Isn't that what AK said?
Just 9 to 10.
Let us cook.
Just 9 to 10.
Let us cook.
Jay said he is still trying to go to that game.
Let me know if you go. Let me hold $1 too.
2015 Bulls versus Bucks playoffs, the last time this team fully enamored me. I've been laughing through mediocrity for a good 10 years.
Gee, we deserve better. Like our fan base so deserves better. So deserves better. The fan base is still so strong and so loyal. I know a lot of people don't like to go watch games in person anymore, but they still haven't fallen off completely. Like they're still fans. They just support in other ways that don't encourage the pockets of ownership. But
on that note, I'm done. Talk about my face when Booch is still on the roster.
He's gonna get his big and final bag with us, isn't he?
If he's not gone by the deadline, because I don't think they move him in the offseason. He'll still be here to start the season.
No, I don't think so either. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like I feel like there's no hope. I don't feel like there's going to be too much movement, if anything at all. If anything, it'll be just very minor changes. But side note, I want to check out that arena. The Intuit Dome looks so fire. Like, I need to check out a game there. It looks so dope. Meanwhile, we're still crying for cup holders.
The only Bulls games I went to was in Houston the past 2 years. So
Yeah.
Hey, boy Z, yes, we are signing Boots before you know we are not. I will literally storm.
Would you leave the fan base, Derek? Would you still be a Bulls fan if that were to happen?
No, if that were to happen, I'm going to storm the UC and I'm going to drag AK's ass out into the street myself. That's what's going to happen. I'm never switching sides, but I will whip some ass if Booch still gets another contract here. It says, remember the game winner Bucks hit in game 3 with the paint wide open. I wanted to shoot tips.
Gosh. Speaking of all the bad things. Well, we always had those few games with the healthy Zoe and AC. We'll always have that. We'll always have Derrick Rose and what could have been and Joe. We'll always have the dynasty We'll always have the best colors in the league. We'll always have Benny the Bull. We'll always have the Duncan race. We got to get off this pod because I'm going to have a mental breakdown as soon as we leave. I'm going to go outside and like go shoot around or something.
It's always
crazy.
There's always a Jordan statue. I mean,
There's always a Jordan statue.
We got banners. We got 6 banners.
We got Aura. But we got Matas though. Like I am happy about that. High key, I am so thankful for that. God bless Matas for falling to 11th and us picking him up at 11th by luck. Blessings. Thank you. And yes, I do need comfort wings. I you know, it's funny that you said that. Like, I guess, man, my people know me because I was definitely thinking about hitting up one of my friends to go get wings after I get off this. Like, 100%, that's what I'm going to do. And if I go, I'm going to post it on Twitter because that's truly what I was going to do. Like, get off here and go stuff my mouth with wings.
Yeah, look for a Twitter post coming soon.
I don't even like basketball no more. I'm kidding. But Little Sky.
Somebody that actually sounds like a AK dream, so no. Let's not do that.
Uthman, seriously, it's so true. Chicago natives. We're gonna extend THT.
THT is probably like the only one that's gone. I don't see him back.
You underestimate AK.
We're stuck with Leroy because we gave him a player's option. He's definitely picking up. Yeah, so stay tuned because the draft is next month, and we'll see where we're going to go from there.
We really appreciate all you guys for being on here with us. For real, for real. I'm sorry that this episode was like boo-boo. A lot of complaining, a lot of negativity, a lot of just smiling, laughing through the tears and pain. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on and staying on. I'm glad that we got to do this together.
Oh man, I forgot about Kaminga.
Uh-huh.
No. That is Patrick Williams in a better system.
No. Cut the episode. I need my wings.
Until next time, guys. We appreciate y'all for tapping in.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
And until the next time, go Bulls.
See ya.